Hey y'all, welcome back to the TheJayyExperience. This is the third video. I want to say thank you so much for the first two videos. Y'all showed me love, y'all shared, like, subscribe. Thank you so much again. Every video, I really just want to be open, honest, just really I want y'all to get to know me. And so really I just want to say thank y'all so much for just even listening to me, because I know I'm crazy. But like I said in the first video, I know y'all like this face, but sometimes I'm gonna have different people, different, guests to show up, to pop out at different times. So I would love to introduce you to the special guest that we have today. And if you want to reveal yourself, you go ahead. It's my mama.
That's right, it's me, Mama Chandra. Yes, I am alive. Yes, I do exist.
This my
and yes,
mama,
he
y'all.
is my son.
This,
I know.
Give me a hug, mama.
Little smooch. Oh, thank you.
But this my mama, y'all. So I'm very grateful for this lady. She brought me into this world. She always said she could take me out. And I love this woman from the bottom, top right, all parts of my heart. She's my mama. So before we get into this video, if I, do get a call, I am on duty. Thank you, Auburn Housing. And shout out to everybody. Last video I was ashy. Now I'm better.
Thank God, but he got that honestly. His dad to stay ashy too. So y'all don't get his dad.
Yeah, my
See,
dad,
I stay clean.
My daddy do stay ashy. I ain't gonna we did have a little suggestion. Somebody said my last video it was dirty back here. I think I tried to straighten up a little bit better.
Somebody call your place dirty?
Call me dirty, man.
Oh my God.
Jill, we coming for you, Jill.
We don't put people name on blast.
Jill, we coming for you, Jill.
Jill, we just gonna pray for you. We send our prayers.
And then somebody said I need to have some background music. So
I am background.
Pop that ooh. So that's shout out to you, Alice. That's your background music for the day.
Your singing made me cough. It didn't do right.
But for though, this video is kind of on a serious note because, like I said, I really want you guys to see just the different avenues about me that make me me, and that really, just really James being James, around James, for James. And so, this week is National Suicide Prevention Week.
It is.
And so, I want you guys to be open and honest, and I do want to be open and honest. So in this video, this will be a safe space, especially in 1504. That's my room number. This is a safe space. And I give my mama grace to be open and honest, and I hope she give me grace to be open and honest.
Well, don't be too open, because I can't take too much at one time. But go ahead.
Okay. But, like I said, we'll be open and honest and transparent. So, the first question is for my mama, what I'm saying, this lady right here. And so, have you ever, I guess, tried or thought about committing suicide? In a sense?
I have. It is so sad to say, but I have. And it happened at a time in my life where you were just a baby. I couldn't do right with your daddy. My grandparents in Mobile, they were growing old and needed me. I was torn between this. And I felt like the only way that I can eliminate the pain that I was in is by taking myself out. And I did. I used to have problems sleeping, so the doctor prescribed me some real mild sedatives, sleep medicine, and where you take one and pull the ED, like melatonin almost, sort of, kind of. But I was like, well, if one can do it, we can sure do what the whole body gonna do. So I took the bottle, and I don't know who called the ambulance. I just know that when I woke up, I was laying on a gurney a bed in the hospital, where I kept coughing and this black stuff was coming out. It's now that I know it was charcoal, but I said when I was able to kind of feel around and see I said, Father God, I don't want to end my life like this. I was like, this is not the way I want to die. And it was almost like I saw myself, because in the hospital room there isn't no mirrors, I guess, in the ER, and I looked down and I saw this black stuff coming out like a foam, like a fountain, and I was like, God, that is not how I want to end. And it's like when I came back, I was choking and And the more I choked, the more I coughed, the more it came up. But that was my first and only attempt to it. But I tell you, that's not the route you want to take. Situations come up, heartbreak, heartache, love lost, you think you can't, financial, everything will come in life. That's a part of being an adult. And I didn't know how to handle it. You know, I didn't. So that was my way of thinking I could get out. And if I can tell anyone out there, in here, anywhere, that find somebody you can talk over with. Learn to talk to yourself. And I'm not talking about that. Hey, talking to yourself ain't bad. I'm here to say, and yes, I've answered myself a time or two, 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying. But sometimes you have to shake yourself and say, you know what? Is he better than me? If you're talking to a woman with, if you, oh, he don't love me. Well, you know what? Do you love yourself? Is it enough love that you can give yourself that you can eliminate that pain? You got to shake some real truths about some things. And that's what I had to learn to do. After that situation was over with, I had to say, Chandra, is he worth your love, your life? Is the love that he gave, it wasn't. Was the love that I had for my son worth me getting up off my tail and doing that? That was the true love. This boy has honestly loved me through my thick and my thin. That's what I pulled from. And I told him, I said, I'm going to take you to court. Well, take me to court. I done everything else by myself. But as long as I got the love of this one, even if I didn't have him, the love that I had to find within Chandra Rotika. Yeah, I got to get on that. Chandra Rotika, I had to find that in myself. And know would I ever commit suicide or try to commit suicide again? I wouldn't. But I'm so headstrong that I couldn't let somebody else's, that type of hate infiltrate my body again. So, yeah. And it was sad. I had you, but I thought I wasn't good enough for you, Jay. I didn't. I'm like, your mama was going through this, you're going through this. I honestly felt like that you would have been better off with your daddy and his folks than to be with me. Because I was already, you know, my life, my situation. I'm already bumbling through life. And I felt like, well, I got a child. Am I doing enough? Am I loving him enough? Because, you know, when I was growing up, I didn't have love. Did I show you enough love? Man, you was a baby. And here I am. I got this baby that looking at me. But I'm looking back at him thinking, am I good enough for you to look at me? But I'm glad that God allowed me to come out that pain, that hurt, that misery, that strife. So therefore, not only did I see my love for you and the love that you have for me made me grow into a better person. You my strength. Although I had to whoop that back there.
I get it from you.
I know. We get that from my grandmama when she was younger. Ooh, Thundercat. I'm this big cat. But anyway.
But I am a little cat.
You just pearly cat. But, okay, serious. But I just thank you because the love that you showed me brought me out of a situation that I thought I would never come out of. Alrighty?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you highly.
But now, Fredo, thank you for just being open and honest because, you know, a lot of people, they like to stay in like a perfect image. They like to be, you know, I've never been through hardships. I've never been through, you know, any type of adversity or anything. But, you know, if you never really get to talk about it, anything, you will never know that that person has been going through a lot.
And, you know, most times when you talk it out, it does help the next person. It does.
It does. It gives them validation for us, like, you know, if they're willing to talk about their pain, if they willing to talk about their past years, maybe I can break through my personal walls and, you know, show a sign of growth and actually like grow within the new me that I need to become. Yeah. So I know you kind of touched on, you know, how, you know, you got through it, but like what were some ways that you was like, you know, this is not for me, this is not the route that I need to go?
Well, first of all, I was paying for that semester of school that I messed up on. And I realized, I said, Chandra, you got to get it together. You got this baby that's depending on you. You got grandparents that's wanting to come to graduation. You got siblings that's looking at you. That's why I tell you to always be on guard, because you got little Jacob. Everything you do, say, Mom. If he didn't say it, it ain't gold. It ain't done. So I had siblings that was looking at me, and I had all these other people. I had my own, but I had to learn to say, you know what? I can't. If I cannot love who I am and what I am and who I was at that time, then I need to depart from everybody until I built myself up. Yes, a lot of my friends say, Shonda, you just so happy. I said, but y'all didn't realize my hell that was on the inside. I'm funny when I need to be, and I'm however you want to say it, when I need to be. But you have to, every person that smiles on the outside can have a different feeling on the inside.
That's true.
So what I tell people all the time, yes, I had to detach myself to people, and I kept to myself. It was just me and him. We went to McDonald's, and we might have went here. We
now you got a whooping or two.
He was bad as a child. Okay, speaking of that, before I get back, he told me he wasn't bad. I was in grad school, and I said, James, do not ride that bicycle until I get down them steps. Yes, ma'am. I said, James, don't play. I'm in that 17. My brother-in-law runs up. I'm like, what's going on? He done fell and done broke the whole. Hold on, can't they see it?
Can't even see it no
We
more.
got a little hair. He done had a go from here to here. So we get to the hospital. I said, the lady said, oh, what brings you here today? I just looked at him and I said, tell her what you did. Tell her what you did. I rode my bicycle. I said, tell her why you rode your bicycle after I told you not to. No, she told me not to ride my bicycle. I turned around, he would get stitches. I wouldn't be ugly. I can't take all that. I held his hand like this, but I held it with my back like this. I told you, a little black behind, not to ride that damn bicycle. God, I'm like, ugly. But see, that's how bad he was. He was bad. But all the whoopings built up this sweet little man with his whole heart. He's stubborn as a mule, y'all. But go back to what I said. You have to detach yourself from people and sometimes work on yourself. It may be hard because you may love somebody. Oh, I love him, I love her. But sometimes you gotta ask yourself, is that love strong enough to pull you to the point you need to? Because sometimes if you so low and that person so love, so giving, that person's love can dwindle because it's being taken from by the next person. So my thing is, until you're able to give that love that you need to yourself, and then take that love that you're gonna build in yourself for somebody else, if that's not up to that part, then you need to step back and learn self. Learn what makes you happy. Learn what turns you on. Learn what the great book says. Anything that builds you. Exercise. Learn karate. Ain't that what they do?
I think so.
Okay. I mean, you have to just work on you. And by working on you, builds that self-love, that self-devotion. And then I do this now with myself and my boys. Well, I used to do it with him. We used to do the what? Every day. James, tell me you can do what?
All things through Christ that strengthens me.
I said, why?
All things through Christ that strengthens me.
Because that's telling him. My grandma said, if you say it long enough, you'll believe it. You believe it long enough, you'll walk it. So I make my little one say, I am strong, I am mighty, and there's nobody else greater than me in this classroom today. Well, if I teach him that long enough, he'll believe it. So that's what I had to do. Say, Shonda, ain't no man in this world should have that much control over you and the person that you need to be. I had to, I can't make it without him. Good, I did better without him. I was like, I got this. And that's what built the person I am today. I'm a little mild at times and sassy, be as it may, and you ain't finna tell me nothing. That's because the garbage that a man trying to feed me can't be fed. It can't be placed in this receptacle. That means trash can, outgoing box, or ingoing box, or how you want to put it. It can't be, because I'd already been through hell, and I'm a new cleansed person. So you can't put all that unnecessary trash in here. So that's where you have to go. You have to learn to get your defensive mechanism up. I ain't tell you put up the big wall, but it could be like this, the defense. I'm tackling. Go on, boy. But this is my defense, because I'm only gonna let you get handled, and if you ain't what I think you should be coming towards him, you don't get, whatnot. So I learned how to talk to myself in a matter which people won't think I'm crazy. And I talk myself out some things that I thank God for. I done talk myself into things that I thank God even more for. But sometimes you gotta put that sass on. You gotta put the sass on him. Like, girl, he ain't worth it. Or if the boy, boys go through this too. You know what? She ain't worth the hell so. Let me work on myself, and then God will bless me with the one that I need. If that be the case that's pushing you to that limit. It ain't always financial. I'm broke as a hank. I may have 1 quarter. Well, I got 2 quarters in my purse. But I'm going to drive down that road. I'm going to ask God to bless me. Bless me where it is. He know my need. He going to meet it. I can't worry about what he going to do. So that's what is wrong with us. We worry about the part that we give it to God and we take it back. Why even pray? So when you're going through situations, whether it be financial, love, job, loss, hurt, family, pain, mental, whatever the situation is, you have to learn to be assertive of your own situation. You realize something is not right, then you go talk to someone. Whether you learn how to talk verbally or non-verbally, where you write stuff down. But that pressure, that anger, that hate, that bother, that situation that you done bottled up in your body that's caused you to think that the only thing you can go through is kill yourself, it got to get out some way. Pray it out, sing it out, joy it out, dance it out, give it to God. Whatever you need to do. Pressure will bust a pipe. My grandma would say that. And that is so true. And this right here, vessel, we consider a pipe. We add so much pressure to things, it's going to bust a pipe. It's going to bust you. How you thinking, well, God, you don't even love me. He love you every day. He wake you up. He wake you up. You may be diagnosed with cancer. You might be diagnosed with HIV. You may be diagnosed with AIDS. You may be diagnosed with lupus. You may be diagnosed with schizophrenia, type 1, type 2. I think that's how they go. But my thing is, whatever you are diagnosed with or whatever man has spoken over your life and put in the air, you only got one person that can block that, and that's God himself. So if you're going through a situation right now and you've done all your affirmations, you done did all your praying, all the talking to all the doctors and everything else, take it to him. But when you take it to him, you gotta leave it alone. That's my problem. I give the problem, say, here problem, here God, here my problem.
And still be on the next day. And
I still be on 90, but because I ain't gave it to him. But when you completely give it to him, be all right.
Be all right.
Talk to your friend. If you don't want nobody to know your secrets and to get it out, take a pillow and just talk to that pillow until you blue in the face, until you feel better. Sometimes just talking out, letting your mouth hear it. You speak it out and let your ears hear it. Can put you in a situation that you think you can do better. You'll do better.
That's true, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some.
Come on now, I'm serious.
She hungry, y'all. I gotta eat her some taco, Mama.
Big Mama says she hungry. Look, y'all. I love my child. I run up and down this highway for him, and I run. But have y'all seen your refrigerator?
It ain't never on my refrigerator.
It's empty. I mean, don't get me wrong. That water is on. Whatever that water he got in there.
Britta.
Woo, woo. That water is so good. I might have to, if I can sneak it. You think I can sneak it? If I could sneak it out in that pocketbook or that bag, Britta will be at my house. I can't afford Britta.
I can't afford Britta. Shout out to the people who left it. Hey.
Shut your mouth, crazy. He lying. His daddy bought him that Britta before he. Ooh, you just deserve.
But thank you so much, Mom, for giving the listeners just some type of advice. Even if they're going through something, just anything could just help somebody, even the smallest thing.
But something else I wanted to let you know, when you talk about family. Now I'm gonna give I'm gonna give it to you very quickly. In 1979, my birth mother killed my dad. stabbed him in the chest. He wanted to be a stand-up dad to her, make her a stand-up wife and whatnot. So he married her years before they was pregnant with me. Now some of my family members always thought I was the black sheep. I've been beaten by family. I've never been touched like that, sexually. I've been hurt. I've been talked about, criticized, and that broke me. I was in high school. My uncle used to fight me all the time. Broke a hand, bust a lip, cut an eye. But I used to get mad at my grandparents because I felt like no one protected me. Everything else, the child that does not have a mother or father was not protected. They didn't do too much to my brother, but they did that mess to my sister. But see, that's what built me up too, because I had to become the protector not only of a young teenage girl, but my brother and my sibling. I would fight. I could.
Where you from?
I'm from a place called Pritchard, Alabama. It's in Montgomery County. Mobile County. I'm sorry. Ooh, let's not give Montgomery that. But anyway, I felt like my cousins would tell you, I felt so out of place, like, I didn't belong. I let the world know I don't belong still because I didn't get treated fairly. We fast forward 40 some odd years. One uncle that did the beating job. He stabbed my brother over some darn Jane.
Want some cheese?
Cheese. I ain't talking about this cheese. I'm talking about, can I have some cheese on that burger? That burger, yeah, that cheese. The situation now is, I can see a little bit better. But bro, when it happened, I'm thinking some girl did, whatever. I would have never thought a family member, let alone the guy who had the feeling, who knew what it felt like to get the call that his oldest brother was killed by the hands of a woman or anyway stabbing. So here I get the call, your brother been stabbed. You know how many memories that brought up? You know how much emotion and hate and pain and sorrow, everything that anyone can feel in a span. I felt it in 2 seconds. I couldn't think, I couldn't talk, only thing I want to do is Kill. By all means, if I had the babysitter, I would have been 65 south. I wanted to kill him. But I had to stop. After I got my composure, I had to stop. But these are the things prior to, minus my brother, that beating, being non-protected, feeling like I was out of place, having a baby with somebody who didn't feel like they didn't care. You see that the cycle, how it just going. There wasn't no connect. Everything was just going. And my mind had to catch up with this stuff. That's why I thought that my life should have ended, because I didn't feel like what I had in me was great enough to take care of him. I didn't. As much as I loved him and I cared for him, I changed him. I was there when he was born, 17 hours of pain. I gave life to this boy. And then through it all, me trying to know where I fit in, who loves me, who not gonna love me, who this. I didn't see the bigger picture that in the midst of all that, I had love. It was him. I didn't have to worry about no man. I didn't have to worry about nothing. As long as I gave God my love and devoted my love to my son, do for him, I didn't care. But I had to find that after the fact. After the fact. Ain't nobody, I promise you, going through a divorce, ain't bit more thought about no committing suicide. What I'm thinking about now is, I'm going to get my thunder back. I got to get my togetherness. I got to get Stella back. Ain't that what her name, Stella?
I think so.
Yeah. I'm going to get Stella back. Oh, sorry. I'm going to get me
a what? what?
I'm gonna get me a man friend. Forget about all that crying, all that other stuff, because you know what? If it was meant to be, a married man and a married woman meant to be together, guess what? They would have done. But being that I'm said and done and over.
Hit the wall, man. Hit the wall.
How you do hit the wall?
I don't know. You gotta throw it up and catch it then wall.
That's too much for me. I'm old school.
So you do the booty do.
Jay, we in front of you. We can't do all that.
Oh. But thank you, Mom. Let me get some love.
I ain't finished.
Oh.
This Sunday, I can get my preacher on. No, I ain't a preacher. But I just want to say, no matter whatever your situation is, just like mine was, started off ugly, in between was ugly, but my end, I declare, this ain't my end, but this is like, you know, I'm in my 40s, so I'm closer to that way than I am to that way. I am 40-something years old. Your mom ain't no baby. I look like a thumb stomach, though. But I'm here to tell you this. Do not let your present depict what your past is going to end up like. You want to say that again? Do not let your present, that whatever the situation that you in now, will not be what your future is gonna be like. Don't put all that on there so your future can be dim and all full up. Live it in the now. If it is, it is. You ain't got the money, you ain't got the money. That's when listen, this is what I got. If you can't take it, we have to work with you later. I cannot end up in my now. I can't have my future end up with this now look like. I done been through hurt. I done been through pain. I done been through sorrow. I done been through this. I done been through that. I done lived through this. It's time for Chandra and anybody else like me to have a greater end than what it was at the beginning and in the middle. I love Chandra. God loved me enough to keep me here. My boys love me. Well,
we love you. Jacob love you.
I'm gonna say I got an 8 year. Is it 8 years or 9? See,
this
12,
8.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
He 8. He'll be 9 this year.
He 8?
Yeah, Jacob's 8.
I'm sorry. Listen, I ain't being funny. My son and my baby boy is so grown to sometimes I get confused. Is it 9 or is it 8? 8 or 9. And I was there when he was born, but he's one of those, Mom, let's talk about this. You know, understand why I don't need to get a whooping? Why? Because whoopings does this and see, he's one of them type of children.
You need a whooping.
You need a whooping. Yes, you do. Anybody got a thick belt that's about like this? You need a whooping.
Pastor, you done pastor. You done pastor. But we appreciate
water. You about to get a pastor their water. You spit in here.
No, that's your water.
I done now. But I just want to tell you out there in Radio Land, I'm done. I'm hungry. I done shed a couple of tears. You see, I put on my good eyelashes. These are eyelashes. Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
The eyelashes.
Oh, yeah, you know, I ain't real girly, so I don't know. But I done put my eyelashes on, did it myself. I feel like I'm flying away to the upper room or to the other side of the room. But I think I'm cute.
You are. You're beautiful.
That's what you do. Sometimes you got to adore yourself. If somebody ain't saying you fine, you put on... Well, don't put on them skin tights. Put on you some clothes and say, you know what? I'm in the mirror. Baby, ain't nobody stunner than me. Ain't nobody got me. Ain't nobody look better than me. If you believe you do it long enough, that's building that self-esteem. I know I got a big butt. I got a big butt and I got nothing lie. I can't help it.
That's where I get it from.
I know. But have you seen your daddy's Duke?
No. I don't see my mama booty.
Well, I'm a girl. And your daddy... It's two big booties get together, so we got bigger, and not so as wide, but he is here, and he ain't going nowhere, and I want y'all to know that this guy has pushed himself to greatness. God has blessed him. God will continue to bless him. I want you to know that we're a family, and if I had to come up here with my belt, and y'all see me with my belt, don't say nothing.
Because she ain't might do nothing with her belt. But put her belt on.
I ain't wore a belt in 50 years.
Dang, man.
That means I ain't even letting that get around my with my stomach being so big, it probably go up here. But I ain't finna put a belt around my waist. I like to whoop it. But I'm so glad that James was able to allow me to share. Because it's hard. You know, my best friend said, I didn't ever know that. Because I always kept it a secret. It was my secret to share. And when I told him, I said, James, do you want me to share? He said, Mom, if you share, it will help others. And I hope I did.
I think you did too, Mom.
But just know, love you more than what you think your situation is. Love you. If you ain't got finances like me, you know what?
Get another job.
Not
you.
Oh,
Not you.
I am trying. If y'all know a job part-time, I work it. I can't be no go-go. I can't be a go-go dancer. That was my 20s. I'm old now. I'm in my 40s. I do a lot of paperwork.
You can be a sit dancer, a sit down dancer.
See, you making me act ugly. But anyway, you know, sometimes you just got to adore yourself. You got to tell the haters. I don't think people call it haters no more. That's my growing up.
They still haters.
They haters. Thank you, my haters. Because a hater will push you to your greatest potential. Yeah, you may not have money, but if you work hard enough and save, guess what? Boom, there goes something right there. Oh, hey, oh, you ain't got nothing. When you do things in quiet, in silence, and you hear that hater talk, baby, it's gonna push you to your greatest potential. I may not be at my greatest, but I sure ain't what I was starting off in this camp. I can go to my bank, I can get that $2 I left in there. But at $2.50, what you laughing for? Shoot, my last $2.50, I can get us a sandwich. No, it is $3.50. I'm sorry. No, it's $3.54. Regardless of whatever's in there. You know, you can't let it. Yeah, problems come up. Mama, situations, ailments, heartache, despair, grief. What's another adjective?
I don't know.
Whatever my son say, he don't know. Whatever the situation is, you have stress. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's a killer of everything. But whatever it is, you take it to the good Lord and watch Him do His magic and His work. Your work and your magic may think you doing right, but I bet you His work and His magic. Well, He ain't got magic. His blessings, His flowings will outdo you any day. So suicide is something that has been prevalent in this world for many years. People that shot, killed, drank, however they took themselves out. But just knowing, if you give it to God, He'll fight your battle. And knowing that is half the battle.
That's true. Good job, man. I like that.
I did watch G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe?
Yeah, knowing is half the battle. That's Joe.
No. I ain't watched G.I. Joe.
I did. It wasn't, by the time you was out, it just not coming back.
No.
Joe.
G.I. Joe.
That ain't what they always did. They shot, but they had a meaning behind the shooting.
No. Was it toys? It was real people.
It was a cartoon when I was little.
All right, y'all.
I wonder why I don't drink. Why I drink.
I hope you don't drink. And it's water, y'all. It's water. But I think let's conclude our video. At the end, or not at the end, but like in this area right here will be the number if you need to call somebody for the hotline, the Lifeline for the National Suicide hotline, and then in the bio. But for a jump, y'all just reach out, talk to somebody, touch somebody's hand. Make this work better if you can. But y'all have a good one. I got a plant last week, so hopefully it grow.
You keeping it in the sun. You don't need that much sun. You need
It's a plant, photosynthesis.
I guarantee you that plant gonna be dead just like your other plant was.
I bet it ain't.
Stayed 2 days at my house and lived. We were thriving. He brought it back up here.
And it was still thriving. It just, we went through a cold time and it had to go. God called it to plant heaven. So like
he got a black thumb like his mama.
Like all the dogs go to heaven, all plants go to heaven too. They gotta decorate the gates and stuff. But
Now what that is? Is that a piece of wood?
It's poppy seeds.
You can't put poppy seeds in. You gotta put it over there where you get a little and a lot.
Yeah, that's what the day. 12 hours a night.
No, you see how shady it is over there.
But you ain't got no sun over there. What the sun is? These are 3 dots.
B Smith, the man, B Smith, please call my son to give him some agriculture. What's the plant called?
A plant? A flower?
Give him some tips on what to do with the plant.
I know what to do.
B Smith, the man to be your APT. I ain't got cable.
Stop.
I don't. I can do everything.
Okay, ma. But y'all have a good one. I love y'all. We love y'all. So that's it. But all right, y'all. Y'all be good.
Bye.